So Airkite today with Nature's blessings, we always start our sessions. Myself, Desika Prabhakar, the founder and director of the Purpose Foundation, and we have Lakshmi with us. She is the COO of the Purpose Foundation. So today we are at the MSME problem statement session, which is with Mr. Shaukar. Thank you so much for joining us today and to provide your problem statements for us. We are very, very grateful for your time. So let us first brief about this whole initiative. This initiative is by the United Nations specific program called Unleash and our NGO, the Purpose Foundation, where we are trying to get real problems of MSME and then involve college students, our mentors, who are going to work together to build technology solutions for you. So this directly goes to a real-time impact, and that's what we are trying to do through this initiative. I'm going to give you some guidelines on how this process is going to work. First, we are going to collect the problem statements from you. So then from June, the students will start applying for the complete process. After we get the applications, our experts, mentors and trainers are going to filter it and select the top 100 teams. Then there will be a grant of fund allocated for this whole process, and they'll start working on developing the technology. This is how it will work. It will go from June to December. This is the whole process. So for this, the first thing is there is no payment or no cost involved for the company whatsoever. They don't have to pay anything. It's completely a new initiative that we are trying to do as a proof of concept with 100 MSMEs, which we have selected this year. So there is no payment or anything that the company has to do. Second, if there is any technology that is being developed, we will do this on a case-to-case basis based on how much effort everybody has put in, and they will get the relevant ownership. So we want to keep it very fair to everybody involved in the whole process. This is a first kind of a unique initiative which we want to take to support MSME. So 100% that you will get your technology or your product, we are not able to guarantee, but we will try to give the best output, whatever the students can develop as a technology, as a prototype. And first and foremost, as we always start, I would request you to start with an introduction about your company, the name of your company, how many years the company is in existence, your role in the company, your designation, and whatever you are handling in the company. That will be the first question. So please, over to you.
Thank you. See, my name is Shaukat Rasool, and I will, before the introduction, I will just clear the two things that I am working on 3 chapters. One, I am working as a government officer, and my posting is at Government Polytechnic College, Kupwara currently. Second, besides that, I am mentoring some of my students who are doing business in tour and travelism, and third, I am the consultant of pyrolysis plants, waste to energy projects. So if I will say that it's a multitasking going on, that first I am working with the government, and I can provide you their domain. My domain in the government sector is training and placements. Second, being the mentor, and I'm just handling my students and providing them the entrepreneurship skills and some other things, like especially in the tourism sector is a growing sector currently. And third, being the experience with 14 years of experience I am having in the pyrolysis industry, like solid waste management, and I have worked in China, UAE, and Oman, and all across the India. More than I have installed 30 pyrolysis projects, solid waste energy project, especially the solid waste management plants across India as well as in Dubai and China. So besides that, I am having 7 years of experience as a training and placement officer, and I am also the outstanding national sports person, and I am also handling some sports associations, being the founder of Curling Federation of India. I have introduced this game in India in 2019.
Thank you so much I think you are doing a lot of intense work in many different domains, from training to sports to pyrolysis in the technical side. We are very, very happy to hear that from you. We would like to, based on what you have told, tourism is also one other sector which is part of our MSME themes that we have taken. So if you are having any MSME under tourism also, you can definitely we can have that problem statement, as well as for pyrolysis, any company that you are associated with, we can take that problem statement. So both we would be happy to take from your side.
Thank you.
And we will go to the second part now for the problem statements, as I mentioned. So, from your experience, it can be into pyrolysis or it can be into tourism, whichever you choose, or both. So, here what we want you to state is what is the problem currently existent in the MSME industry or for the particular small industries in terms of maybe production. What kind of cost saving can happen for you if we develop new technology, and as I said, if it is any waste or if it is improving your efficiency, improving your productivity, reducing the level of rejection in the whole process or any failures that you are going through in the testing. How can we incorporate new technology into this as far as pyrolysis is concerned? That can be one thing. In tourism, what kind of technology would you require? Are you looking at other eco-friendly products that can be developed, or you want to reduce the cost of the product, come up with new distribution or logistics technology, anything for that matter which can help you bring more revenue to all the companies that you are working with in both pyrolysis or tourism, that you can highlight for us?
Yeah, thank you. See, if we will discuss about the solid waste management, it's a global problem, not only in India. We can say it's a global crisis are going on regarding this. See, if I will talk about the India, we don't have the technology. You are talking about that the problem solving. We are facing a technological failure. It's a profitable business. Waste to energy products, it's a profitable business, but we are having a technological failures, especially the failures. If I will take about the reactors and all other things, they are not the efficient. No, neither any company in India nor in China. There are the manufacturers. A lot of manufacturing companies are there, but being in that pyrolysis industry from last 14 years, I can say there's a complete technological failure. Sometimes we are facing backfire issues. We are facing the condenser choking. We are facing the reactor fires. We are facing the blasts. So if we will discuss about the problem solving and the implementation of new technology, I think 30 minutes is not enough to explain the technology and all other things. So I can say here that currently we are facing a technological failures, and it can be rectified by just installing some small level projects, not going for big deals like 20 tons of projects or 20 tons of pyrolysis projects or some other things. Let's start with some small plants like with 2 or 3 tons per day, so that like the reactor can have a capacity of 3 tons. Then it can be, at least we will get a waste free. We will get a waste free India, and we will get. Let's start some small projects at the level of panchayat level or tehsil levels. Every tehsil should implement some solid waste management machinery, like the segregation and segregating them, and then process the same for the pyrolysis products, like for the light density oil, like for the, I can say, carbon black, like for the landfills. Let's not start with the big cities. We are just collecting the waste from the big cities and then it getting a dumping yards. Then we are not able to process the same, which is going. Then when we are going to process the same with the high plant projects, then the technological failures are getting there. So if we will start it at a town level, village levels, then I think this is the first solution which we can provide for making India waste free. That is the start some small projects at a village level. This is what I can say for the solid waste management projects, and there should be 2 projects. Then one is the pyrolysis. I mean to say converting the plastics or tires into the low density oil, say diesel, and the second is for the carbon black, which we will get, and the third is for the landfill. And yes, 4th one is organic manure. Being if I will talk about the North India is mostly dependent on the farming. We are having a lot of farmers are there. Agriculture is there. And if I will talk about my Jammu and Kashmir, Jane in J&K, we didn't have much concept regarding the organic manure. So if I will start in my own state, there's a lot of potential for this. We can just start with 3 tons per day projects, small reactors we can manufacture, we can take from some companies who are trustworthy. Then if we will start it at a town level or village level, then there will be byproducts from this. 1 for 3 tons per reactor can work very efficiently without any damage and without any things. So I think one should be that install the pyrolysis projects at village level or town level, and collect and segregate the waste from there, and we can get at the village level one pyrolysis oil, which the diesel has touched 100 rupees, and the same diesel for the boiler industries and for the dumpers we can get it at lowest cost at least 40 rupees per liter with a high calorific value as well. Second, we can get the organic manure. At the we can save the fertilizer costs, the chemical costs for the farmers as well. Third, we can have some landfill sites where we can convert the landfill into some parks, like in Delhi Arvind Kejriwal has done I think from last 5 years I saw there in the Delhi. We can have a proper landfill site and make them a beautiful parks for this at the village level. So if this concept will be implemented, I think there will be a change. I can't say there will be 100% change, but there will be a change. So this is the pyrolysis industry. If I will talk about for the tires, we can go for making them rubber mesh. Let's not convert the tires into the pyrolysis industry because of the pollution problems. Pollution is one concern for the plastics. Let's convert the plastics and the rubber into the rubber mesh for athletic tracks. We are having a lot of athletic tracks for the national level events. We can have we can have panchayat level tracks, we can have the village level tracks. We can implement such type of this, and we can make the foot mats for the homes or for the shops from the tires. This technology should be I think implemented in India as well. And regarding, if I will talk about the tourism, see, if I am talking about North India, Himachal Pradesh and Jammu and Kashmir are the currently top levels contributors in the tourism. No doubt J&K doesn't depend upon the tourism economy. We are having other sources for here in J&K. But if I will talk about the tourism, eco-friendly tourism, we can just implement that. Like in Dal Lake, we must have some eco parks there in Dal Lake. We are having in Srinagar Dal Lake. It's a famous Dal Lake. Wular Lake, the Asia's largest lake, is there. And the same, if we will implement some eco parks there, it will gain us. And if I will talk about the tourism sectors, we are having some old traditional boats in Srinagar. They are having the tractor engines and they are just polluting the water, and also they are creating for the water ski purposes. Tourists are enjoying the ski, just the rope and skis. The boats are pulling them, and they are just enjoying that. I can say surfing, but that thing is not going to work out. See, if I will talk about the Dal Lake in Jammu and Kashmir, we are using the traditional boats in Dal Lake, which is polluting the water as well as the atmosphere as well. So what's going on? If we will instead of water ski through the traditional boats, if we will just install the cable ski, that's a ski one can do through the electricity and through the cables, and that is totally pollution free, and that is a static one. It's a static, and they are not going to disturb the shikara and all other things, because when people in Dal Lake are enjoying the water ski, they are totally disturbing the water traffic there as well, and their boats, they are having an old engines and they are totally polluting the water in Dal Lake. So this I suggested that some eco park should be done there in Dal Lake as well. So that's also going to work. And if I will talk about the tourism, we are having Gulmarg, the largest I can say, this is the largest ski resort. We should implement some some green type of tourism in the Gulmarg. As we should avoid the wastes there. We should avoid the plastics here. Same should be for the Himachal Pradesh as well. We are having the gondola. That's the ropeway systems are going there. The people who are using that are enjoying a lot of things. But we are using ATV bikes. That should be the electrical, but they are having some. They are also polluting a lot of things, and they are also creating the air pollution as well. Besides that, we should have a sillage system. We should have a Lewis system, which we can implement there. We should have some other things. I think let us implement the green tourism in famous tourist places. Let's in Dal. We are having the houseboats, and houseboats are having they are giving a lot of pollution to the Dal. They are giving a lot of pollution to the Dal Lake because they are having the washroom systems inside there. They are having the kitchen systems there. That should be changed totally, because Dal Lake is a naturally built lake in J&K, and it should be totally kept clean. It should be kept clean. And regarding the tourism, we don't have the sewage treatment plants for the hotels. We don't have STP for the hotels even. Sewage treatment plants, we don't have the proper. That should be implemented. Tourism should be it should be eco-tourism. It should not be the tourism like we are having in India and all of the things. We are celebrating melas and all of this. We don't have the proper dustbins for the segregation, for waste and all of the things.
Thank you so much. I think we would not wish to take up too much of your time, but we would love to again maybe have a call or one more session with you, because we feel that you have a lot of very valuable inputs. So I think that would be good. So with that, we will leave you to it. I know that you are super tired, but still you have kept the passion, and we can see how motivated you are in so many things, in training, in sports, in tourism, in pyrolysis. I think a lot of key areas you're working on. It's very grateful that we got a chance to talk to you. Thank you so much for your valuable time, and we will get another call with you soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Take care.
thank you.